Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my second project for this month's Build-A-Page, and I am combining that with a fun NicoleJones911 digiprint project as well. Now, when I was putting my page kits together, if you remember, I had another lovely piece of this Life is Beautiful paper, a full 12 by 12, and I had two of these, in fact, and I sort of paired them with different scraps, but now I've gone and sort of mixed them all together. So I used this lovely paper, which I cut down to two 6 by 8 pieces. So I have these two lovely pieces left. And then I went and got these two pieces from Rosie's studio. And in the end, I preferred this one. So I had quite a large piece of that left. So I went with that one. So I still have a little bit here of a mishmash. In all honesty, I don't think these really go together. Now, this would go with this for sure if I want to go back and use that, or it would go with this as well. So we'll just have to see what we do with that. But I definitely still have, you know, some lovely bits to play with here. I'll come back to this. That's sort of looking at you there. Now, when I was talking about my plans and ideas and thoughts for this year, my video early in January, and I'll put that up in a little card here in case you missed that video. I had shown you a traveler's notebook that I did, I think in 2019, which was all about my reading, watching throughout the year, and I loved that notebook, and it gave me the idea that I wanted to do that again this year. One, I think, to keep me a little bit accountable, to keep my reading up and my watching, because I do enjoy reading for sure. I love watching a few shows as well, and somehow I just never seem to take the time to do that, and they are relaxations for me. So I think by maybe doing the book, it might keep me a little bit more accountable. So here is January, and I'll be back with another page there in a minute, which will complete it. So, as I just mentioned, I use these two lovely papers from Life is Beautiful. This lovely paper from Life is Beautiful, cut it down to 6 by 8. Went in and got this paper, this scrap from Rosie's Studios, and it was already torn on one side. So I sort of just went with that and decided to do that on either side here, and then go in and get a bit of a solid cardstock to give like a contrast and some texture and interest. And I love that. And so my idea was really that I would do that. They would frame the photos. I would have these two photos, one on top of the other, which is why this torn piece here is wider than this one. And because this photo is landscape, then I thought I would make this a little bit thinner and then have the photo span over the pieces with the torn edges onto the background paper. And I love that. And it sort of automatically gives me an area to journal for each of the photos, which I like. So I got that down. And then I wanted to do a little bit of fun decorating, but not too much. So I went into my NicoleJones911 digiprints, and I had shown you some of those when I was putting these page kits together. My beloved flowers number 4, the hearts, and one of the little arrows here. So I took different sizes. On this one, I have 2 different sizes of that lovely flower. This one is flat to the page. This is popped up on foam. And on this side, I found that gave me a perfect area to start my title and then to just follow this fun edging, and that would be just a little bit of whimsy added to my page. So reading and watching. And then to go a little bit in a diagonal, and right in this little nook and cranny was the perfect spot for a lovely Dottie About Flairalicious piece as well. And then on this side, this little corner here was the perfect opportunity to get another lovely little cluster. So here I used 3 of the flowers in 3 different sizes. This one popped up on foam. One of these lovely hearts, and these are the 2-inch hearts, and on the one sheet you get all sorts of fun little designs, and I just love this one. I thought it went well with the background paper, and I popped the tops on foam, but the bottom part of the heart is flat to the page, and then that gave me the perfect little nook or cranny to put January in the same fashion as I did on the left-hand side, and then pop a little Flairalicious piece up here. And so I love that as my first entry into my reading, watching, and you're going to see in a moment, an eating book for 2022. So here I just talked a little bit about this book. Very light, quick, easy read. It's a bit of a fluff of cozies, I guess, like the plot. Nothing is very deep, and you know, it's quite just a fun little quick read, although it took me a while. But anyway, so not much substance, but enjoyable nonetheless. And then this, the Madame Blanc mysteries, if you're a mystery buff, and I messaged Sarah and I said, you need to watch this. If you are a mystery buff, cozy, this is a fun one. There's even a little bit of an edge to it. I stream it on Acorn, but I'm sure it's available on other of the streaming services. So I binge watched this series on a minus 20 degrees Celsius Sunday. I loved it. Just enough edge and suspense and smiles. So I hope there is a second season. They seem to be talking about a second season this year, so I'll really, really, really be looking out for that. It's a British series, and it is set in France, but was filmed mainly in Malta. So the scenery is gorgeous as well. And then, of course, if you know me and you follow my channel, you already know that I am a big, big, big tennis fan. And so, of course, I always look forward to the start of the tennis season and love that it's in Australia. I love that the first Grand Slam of the year is in Australia. The time difference is challenging, but it's a great tournament. I love that it helps also change Mom's mindset and gets her out of her pain mode. You know, Mom, whenever the tennis season is going on, it's a lovely, lovely distraction, and it's something we can enjoy together, either when I visit her or just sort of over the phone when I'm not there. And it keeps her mind occupied, it keeps her mind off her pain, and she enjoys tennis. I love tennis. And so I'm so, so, so thankful that the season has started again, and the Australian Open. And I put here the 11th to the 23rd of January, which is completely wrong because I'm filming this, and I'm filming this on the 27th, and we're into the semifinals. So I got this totally wrong. Anyway, I'll go change my dates. So those are the first 2 pages, and then I've gone in to do a pocket page for some eating, and this one is going to be a combination of eating and me cooking, because what I do want to do this year is record some fun new recipes. I want to try, I love cooking. As some of you know, I've even written a cookbook many, many, many years ago, but I do love to cook. I love to eat. I've been doing rather quick and easy stir fries lately because I've been so busy, and I want to get back into having fun in the kitchen. So I went and I just got, if you remember the 6x8 pieces of paper when I was looking through the more neutral sort of page kit. So I went to get that 6x8, cut it down so I could do some pocket cards, because this one is going to be a pocket card because it's sort of like two different subjects. So I cut it down to 3x4 and this one to 4x6. But then I figured this is where I wanted to do my journaling. So I got my NicoleJones911 digiprints out again and used the lovely grid paper. Did the tearing so that it would follow on the same principle of this, since it's still January. Put the little cardstock here. Mounted this photo, which is just a lovely cream soup that I made for myself. And then these two photos, which you've seen in a 12x12, that I matted in this sort of lovely burgundy cardstock that matches the color here on this paper, this 6x8 paper, which is from a Heidi Swap collection. And then just did a teensy little bit. Popped a NicoleJones911 tag behind here. Couple of lovely perspective pieces. So a star here, just do what you love. A heart here, remember this. This is gold. This is a little bit more in a mustardy yellow. Two little stars down here. And then happiness is a pot of soup on the burner. I love using all my leftover veggies, a sweet potato, a little bit of almond butter with tomatoes and broth to make a big batch of cream soup. While Joey was away, I had fun in the kitchen making pasta and calzones. I had never made calzones, so this was just fun, and I want to get that in the book. Now, I still have this piece, and at first I thought I was going to put it down here, and then Helen, you popped into my head, and I thought, you know what, no, I should sort of center it here, but maybe I should put it on the outside of the pocket, and then have it centered, it sort of brings everything in, and the memories can apply to all three cards. So that is what I am going to do. Oh, I didn't take the backing off. Oh, there we go. So let's just see. These come off so easily. Gosh, I love the Bramblebox perspectives. I really, really, really do. And let me just get, this one is almost finished, my friends. Okay, well, let me not hold you here while I do that. I will pop that there. And there you go. So that book is started. I'm quite excited. Tell me, do you record? Do you have either a traveler's notebook or in your 12x12 or Project Life or in a little 6x8 album? Do you record some of your activities like reading, watching, cooking, or, you know, sports, or something that you like to keep track of all year? Let me know in the comments down below. And I will be back here very, very shortly, my friends. See you in a minute. No, see you soon. Bye for now.